Hey guys, I'm Tall Fibro Chick, and I'm gonna try to just do like vlog entries, cause typing has become really, really difficult. Um, like I love it, and and I love talking. Um, but I've noticed, especially this week with being online more, that my fingers and my wrists have really been causing me a lot of trouble, and I don't do a lot of typing generally, so talking isn't great because of the jaw. That was actually a really loud one. um, and didn't hurt as much, but usually they really hurt. I just did a ton of stretching. I call it my morning snap-in because all of my shoulders, my hips, my neck, my spine all needs to be like snapped into place, sort of. I think that's the hypermobility. Maybe that's EDS. I really don't know. I didn't have a rheumatologist diagnose me with hypermobility, just the fibromyalgia. And then I haven't seen a doctor since I was diagnosed. So the day I was diagnosed was the last time I saw a MD. He just recommended exercise and proper nutrition. So at that time, a few months prior to seeing him, I had started slowly going off of all of my food allergies. So I'm allergic to gluten, dairy, soy, eggs, goat, oysters. I later discovered that nightshade vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and all peppers, except for actually like black ground pepper, so like jalapeno and bell peppers and all of them, and eggplant caused a buzzing in my legs. It felt like they were bees just kind of like buzzing all inside my legs, and it would really drive me up a wall. And so I read about it, and somebody else with fibromyalgia had written about it, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just stop eating nightshades, and I noticed that the buzzing went away. I have it very occasionally. It's more different. It's more like the falling asleep feeling, which happens quite frequently in a lot of my limbs, and I often deal with the costochondritis, which has not been diagnosed, but I mean that's the pain in this area. I've been dealing with it for like a year now, and it's unbearable. It's in the heart. I mean, when I was younger, around the hip muscles, when I was younger, I used to feel a tightness, pulling, and then now this progression has gotten really bad. I stopped eating all the food allergy foods last summer, and I've lost 100 pounds since last January. I guess there was some other weight loss. I'm not sure how that worked out. I don't really weigh myself. I bought a scale about 6 months ago, and I weigh 200 pounds, and I used to weigh 280. I was probably closer to 90 or 300 at certain points when I was living in bed and not moving and in a wheelchair from my broken leg. I've had to leave most of the things that I've enjoyed, but today I'm actually going out. A friend of mine is going to take me to the farmer's market, and then we're going to go to the Jackson Well Springs, which I wrote about a few days ago on Monday, and I'm like super obsessed. So I'm going tomorrow with a bachelorette party I'm taking, and then I have this wedding this weekend, so it's a really busy weekend, and I just hope that like all of this is going to prepare me to like hold on to myself and like not lose it, because I know when I'm around people it can be a little easier to push the pain aside, because then you're not just like on your own dwelling in it and it's just like horrible and you're in agony and you just want to scream. And then I notice when I'm actually around my mom, I make more pain noises than when I'm alone, and I don't know what that means. It's just like the whine, like you just can't even move. Like last night I was just sitting in a chair. I like stood up and I laid on the ground, and I was in this chair, and there's a chair over there, a recliner, and I was on the couch. Then I had to sit on like a sturdy chair, and I'm just a mess. I'm just a complete mess, and that's me. So I'm going to the Springs, and I'm going to try to do blackberry picking. It's probably way too much, but I don't have anything on my shoulders, so that's not going to pull me down. I even tried to wear pants today, but the weight on my hip was really uncomfortable. I really can't handle very much clothing at the moment, let alone jewelry, and my friends have noticed, and that sucks. So, alright, it's like a 5-minute video now, and that's not what I meant for it to be, but that's me, and I'll be doing more vlog entries because of my wrists, except I probably won't do them when Mom's in the house, because I feel like a crazy person talking to myself. And I will try to resituate the camera better, maybe. I don't know how to do that. Like, I have a external monitor, which is why I'm looking that way. I don't like using the laptop. Okay, bye. Thank you for following and listening, and I hope that anybody who suffers from the same conditions that I do, writes me, and I want to talk to them. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. I want to know what you're doing and how long you've known about your conditions and what you're pretty sure you have that you haven't been able to talk to a doctor about or been diagnosed about. But when it does come to doctors, I have noticed that, like, at least my doctors, they don't pretend that it's not there, but they just don't even address it. Like they don't say anything. It's like they don't really know, when I've talked about the clicking and the pain and like, I've seen a lot of chiropractors and stuff, and they do the same thing. So I'm really not even sure if when insurance kicks in October that, like, going to see the doctor is going to be that great, because he didn't really want to put me on meds, but I'm a lot worse than last year, and I really don't want to be on meds. Like I said, I smoke medical cannabis. It's not working so great, but it works to get me to do my morning snap-in. Otherwise, I'd never get out of bed. It would never happen. I'd be in agony all day long. So, that's me. 6 minutes now. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'm like feeling the outpouring of love, and it's just amazing. And I will follow all my fiberites back, all my fibro chicks and chronic illness babes, and, like, guys too, if you're out there. I've only been able to find girls that, and I mean, the majority of us are girls that suffer from these conditions, which really sucks. But, let's make ourselves a really tight community and help each other however we can, even if it's just a vent. And I'm sure I'll be making venting videos. Today wasn't so much about venting. Okay, this was introducing me. And tell me about yourself. Type it to me, video it to me, submit it. I like to respond to my answers publicly, so if you want me to answer it privately, let me know. Okay, thank you.